Hey, can you just stop already? I'm really embarrassed that my sister is a recluse. What? What do you mean, what? You, the shut-in loser. After not hearing from you for so long, you come back with this? Can't you at least start with a proper greeting? Huh? Don't lecture me, you social misfit. Social misfit, huh? I work and I think I'm perfectly normal. So, sitting at home tinkering with your computer counts as working? Really? Well, that's what remote work is. Wait. Remote work basically means that you're a shut-in loser, right? Isn't that what it is? Oh, I get it. You call yourself a home security officer or something, guarding your house. That's just creepy. Honestly, having someone like you in the family is embarrassing. If you're just going to be a parasite, you might as well move out of the house. And look at you. You're living alone with all your tuition and living expenses covered by our parents, right? Why don't you get a part-time job and earn some money like a normal university student? Well, that's because I am weak and fragile, you know. I should be the one getting protected. Plus, students are supposed to focus on studying. Honestly, this doesn't even concern you. Just hurry up and get out of the house already. I told Mom that she should just kick you out, and she hesitated and said, "But seriously, you're making our parents feel uncomfortable. Isn't it embarrassing to be living like that?" I don't think I'm living in a way that's embarrassing. You really have no self-awareness. That's just unbelievable. I'm moving back in with our parents soon, so you'd better pack your stuff and get out of there. If you don't, I won't hold back. Come on, it's not like I'm actually a burden. I contribute to the family in my own way. In your own way, by hiding away all day, you're not fooling anyone. You might think you're being productive, but seriously, you've got to be kidding me. Do you even understand how people perceive you? The longer you stay in that bubble, the more you're going to realize how out of touch you are with the world. Look, maybe I'm not out here living life to the fullest, but at least I'm comfortable here. There's no point in pushing me to change. I'm fine as I am. Oh, sure, keep telling yourself that. But I'm going to be back soon, and you'd better be ready to face the reality of living in the real world. No more hiding. I've got plans, and I don't want you dragging me down with you. Plans? What plans? It's just a lot of talk, unless you can prove that you can really change. I'm not going to take you seriously. You'll see. Just because you want to keep pretending that your life is great doesn't mean I have to stay in your shadow. I'm going to break out of this rut, and you'll wish you'd supported me instead of tearing me down. All right, go ahead and dream big, but don't say I didn't warn you when things get tough. You're going to regret it. Regret? Never. Just watch me. I'm ready to prove everyone wrong, even you. You think you're so tough, huh? We'll see about that. Hey, I found my stuff in the garbage dump. What's that all about? Huh? Oh, as you can see, I just threw out the trash. You've got to be kidding me. You even tossed my clothes? You didn't even sort them properly, and now you're causing trouble for the garbage collectors. But that's not even the main issue. Did Mom and Dad not stop you? They kept nagging me, so I just did it while you were away. Honestly, Mom and Dad are way too lenient. It was necessary to wake them up. There is no need to support a useless shut-in like you. Our family is just fine with Mom, Dad, and me. We don't need a parasite like you around. You're ugly, you have no charm, and you have no value as a woman. The most you can do is help with the house chores. That's something anyone can do. It seems you're really out of touch with reality, and I am too tired to correct your misunderstandings anymore. I wonder how long our parents plan to keep pretending they're okay with you. But fine, I'll leave. I won't be a part of this anymore. Good. While you're at it, let's cut ties completely. Bye-bye, you bottom-of-the-barrel person. Wow, how can you be so heartless? This is my life you're messing with. You really think throwing my things away solves anything? It's not like you've made a real effort to understand me or my struggles. Just because you're living your life doesn't mean you can dictate how I should live mine. I don't need to understand you because it's pretty clear that you're just wasting your potential. You hide away all day and make excuses for not getting out into the world. If you really cared about changing your situation, you would have done something by now. But you just sit around and let others take care of you. That's not true. You don't know anything about what I'm going through. You think it's so easy to just step outside and face everything? It's terrifying, and I'm not as strong as you think. I have struggled with my mental health, and instead of being supportive, you chose to mock me and belittle my feelings. Oh, please, spare me the sob story. Everyone has their struggles, but you're the only one who chooses to wallow in them instead of trying to get better. You think that it's some big revelation that living like a recluse isn't working out for you? Get real, it's embarrassing and you're dragging the whole family down with you. You really don't care, do you? You can keep throwing insults my way, but it won't change the fact that I'm still your sister. Well, forget this. I'm done here.
I'm almost there.
Thank you. You really didn't have to come pick me up in your car.
It's no problem at all. Is your luggage okay?
It's all jumbled up and practically ruined. I've given up on trying to recover anything. The only silver lining is that I took my computer with me for work, so at least that's safe.
Well, there's a convenience store on the way to my place, so let's stop there and pick up the essentials.
I really appreciate it. It's true what they say. You can always count on a childhood friend who's also your boyfriend.
Don't flatter me too much, I might get a big head. But speaking of family, Gia really is nothing like you. It's funny how your parents seem to prioritize her over you, even though you're the older sister. Why is that?
Well, Gia got seriously ill when she was little. The treatment costs were quite high. Our family was never wealthy, so they drained our savings to make sure she could go to the hospital regularly. I guess the struggles we went through made her more precious to them.
You worked so hard to support your sister, and it's infuriating how they seem to overlook everything you've done.
Yeah, but they told me to leave, so isn't it time to put that plan into action?
Oh, I've been dreaming about it forever. Once we get there, we can talk about everything.
That sounds amazing. You really are the best future husband ever.
Just don't overdo it with the compliments. I might start thinking I'm more important than I actually am.
Well, if you keep acting like this, you might just earn it. But seriously, it's such a relief to finally have some space away from all the chaos. I've been feeling suffocated lately, especially with how they've treated me.
I can't imagine how tough it's been for you. You deserve a break and a chance to be yourself without the constant pressure of family expectations. It's about time you prioritize your happiness.
Exactly. I just want to carve out my own path without being judged or compared to Gia all the time. It feels like I've always been in her shadow, and I want to step into the light for once.
You will! Once we get settled, we'll come up with a plan that works for you. Let's make sure you're on a path that makes you happy.
I'd like that. Just being around you gives me hope that things can change. You've always believed in me, and that means more than you know.
Of course! I'll always be here to support you. Besides, who else would I share my dreams with? We're in this together!
Thank you so much. It's comforting to know I'm not alone in this. I can't wait to start this new chapter with you.
And you won't have to face it alone. We'll tackle whatever comes our way side by side. Just remember, you're stronger than you think.
I'll hold on to that thought. Here's to new beginnings and a brighter future. Hey, I heard from David. What's going on? Huh? Who are you? Are you a stalker? Oh, that's so creepy. Stop dodging the question. Oh, come on, I really don't know anything. Do I need to make it clear for you? Stop harassing my fiancé. Seriously, David is your fiancé? That's impossible. You must have heard from David about our relationship, and just because he turned you down, that doesn't give you the right to cling to him or try to kiss him. Honestly, that's just really off-putting. Oh, please, there's no way a guy like David wouldn't be interested in me. He probably got flustered and ran away. It's cute that he's a little shy. I actually like that about him. Ugh, seriously? You're the one misunderstanding David's kindness, aren't you? You've only known him since childhood, and he's just showing you a little compassion. No man wants to marry someone like you, a total shut-in. Poor David. Maybe I should invite him out for drinks next time. I already told you that David explained everything to me. I'm so tired of dealing with someone like you. I can handle myself, but bothering David is really crossing the line. What? Are you worried you'll lose him? Huh? Oh, don't get carried away. You might regret it later. Ooh, are you mad? Scary. You think this is a joke? I'm serious about David, and I won't let anyone come between us. You might think you're charming, but it's not working on him. He's just being polite. Polite, huh? That sounds a little desperate. You're just jealous that someone like me has a chance with him. You must feel threatened that I'm prettier and more fun to be around. Prettier? You might want to check your reflection again. David deserves better than someone who uses their looks to manipulate. He needs someone genuine, not a girl who plays games. Games? Please. I'm just being myself. It's not my fault if he's attracted to me. Once he gets to know me better, he'll realize I'm the one for him. You're living in a fantasy world if you think that'll happen. David is a nice guy, and he deserves someone who respects him, not someone who toys with people's feelings. Oh, please, just admit it. You're scared. You're worried he'll realize how much better I am than you. I mean, who wouldn't want to be with someone like me? Scared? Not even close. I'm just protecting what's mine, and I won't let you take him from me, so back off. Make me. You're going to regret this if you keep trying to threaten me. I'm not the type to back down easily. I'll do whatever it takes to keep David safe from your games, so you better think twice before you make your next move. Hey, what's going on here? Huh? Who are you? A stranger? That's scary. Are you kidding me? I'm your sister. Your sister? I don't know who you are. Enough with the games. It's me, Gia. Gia. Oh, right. What's up? My living expenses have vanished from the account. There's zero balance. When I asked Mom, she said you were involved. What on earth did you do? Oh, really? Or rather, it's more accurate to say I didn't do anything. Huh? It means I didn't transfer any of the money I earned into your account. You've cut ties with me, right? So it's only natural. What do you mean? What's so special about the money a shut-in earns? I've been covering your living expenses all this time. And let's not forget that I paid for all your tuition. You're living this life now thanks to me. I was putting in extra money and now there's nothing? Just how much have you been wasting? Well, with $2,000 a month, I can't even enjoy myself. It's not enough. After living a little, it's gone immediately. And even when I beg Mom, she never raises the amount. Does she not know girls need money? That's not my problem. If you need more, then get a part-time job. But I'm weak and fragile. What? The doctor said you were fully healed by the time you started middle school. You joined the tennis club in high school and were super active. Weak? Oh, give me a break. Shut up. You're a shut-in too. You think you supported my living expenses? There's no way I'd believe that. You're a parasite living off our parents, a worthless piece of trash. Can't you accept that reality? You probably took money from my account because you're broke. You are truly pathetic. What a piece of work. We're only 4 years apart. Is that the best insult you can come up with? You sound like a little kid. Anyway, I don't care about you anymore. Just figure it out on your own. David, please help me.
Huh? Gia? What's wrong?
Actually, I've been getting bullied by Jenna.
Oh, if that's the case, I'm gonna have to decline.
Wait a minute, why?
You want to know why? I think you and your sister are both at fault here, and I doubt you've reflected on your actions. Plus, I'm really upset about your attitude the other day. You said, I don't want to apologize, but I want you to help me. Don't you think that's incredibly selfish?
I just want Jenna to realize that she's a NEET. I want her to accept reality instead of justifying her theft because she can't face the truth. If things go on like this, no one will ever want to love Jenna again. She's a pitiful person. At least as her sister, I want to make her aware of it.
That's quite presumptuous of you.
Huh? What do you mean?
You think you're being helpful? Do you really think you have the right to judge her? Honestly, it makes me wonder about your own state of mind.
What are you saying?
First of all, Jenna is doing a great job supporting the family.
Supporting the family? What do you mean?
Jenna works from home as an engineer. She graduated from a technical college and got a job immediately, and she's still working hard. Do you know that your parents are hardly earning anything?
Wait, my mom is a stay-at-home mom, so that can't be helped. And my dad is an office man, so he should be earning something.
Unfortunately, I've heard that they're in a precarious situation even regarding their retirement funds. Apparently, your dad's company won't be giving out retirement bonuses. This means they have to start earning more now. I've heard that, at least.
What? I didn't know about this.
I don't know the details either, but don't you find it strange? How can parents who are in danger of their own retirement afford to pay for their daughter's college? Plus, they have to send you $2,000 a month. That's an outrageous amount.
Well, they must be using their savings or something.
Didn't they use their savings to pay for your medical bills?
So then how are they...
I've told you multiple times, Jenna covered all of your tuition. She agreed to it after being begged by your parents, saying it was okay as long as it was until you graduated. They must have pleaded a lot with her parents begging on their knees. It's hard to refuse when they're in that situation. I wouldn't want to ask my own parents to do that either.
So what that girl said was true?
That girl? Is that how you refer to your sister? After she paid for your tuition, provided you with living expenses, and put up with your insults while you lied to her about how your parents were supporting you, this is how you treat her?
I didn't know about that. I just thought she was a NEET. I mean, who wouldn't hate her for that?
I'm more disgusted by you calling her homeworking a NEET than I am with her. Your parents might be to blame, but you're particularly horrible. You seem to have a high opinion of yourself, but it's quite ridiculous.
Hold on, aren't you being a bit rude with how you're speaking? Even you should know better.
I don't care. I've never forgiven you. I've always hated how you insult and look down on my precious fiancé.
Fiancé? What are you talking about?
You conveniently forgot the inconvenient parts, huh? I've told you repeatedly that Jenna and I are bound by our promises for the future. I was genuinely uncomfortable when you got all clingy with me.
Why her? You could go for someone prettier. I mean, what about me? Don't you think I'd be a perfect match?
That's the worst pickup line ever. Do you think I'd fall for someone who insults the girl I like? Sorry, but I've been devoted since I was a child. I have no interest in someone as ugly on the inside as you.
Ugly? Me? How can you say that?
Oh, I'll say it as many times as I need to. Your inner ugliness seeps through to the outside. There's no one else like you. Jenna has tried her best to support you while believing in your parents, but what a pity. From now on, I'll support her and make her happy, so please never interfere with her again. Although it might be physically impossible for you to do so now.
What do you mean? What are you planning to do?
You'll find out soon enough. Just don't be surprised when you see the changes. I'm blocking you now, so good luck from here on out.
What? No, wait, just a moment. David, what are you doing?
I don't want to hear from you anymore. It's exhausting.
But David, you can't just cut me off like this. I need your help.
You think I'm gonna help someone who's been so dismissive and critical of the person I care about? It's not gonna happen.
But you don't understand. Jenna is making things really difficult for me. I need someone to stand by me.
And yet you're unwilling to see the truth about your situation and your actions. You think the world revolves around you, don't you?
That's not true. I just want things to get better for me.
Better for you? You mean at the expense of others? Do you think that's fair?
I didn't mean it like that.
You need to open your eyes, Gia. This isn't just about you. You have a sister who's been there for you, who's sacrificed for you, and yet you treat her like she's nothing. How do you think that feels for her?
I didn't know she was struggling like that. I thought she was just being lazy.
Exactly, and that's the problem. You never took the time to understand what she was going through. You just judged her from the outside.
I didn't mean to. I just thought...
You thought what? That you were better than her? That your life was harder? You don't know the first thing about what she's gone through.
But I have my own issues too. I'm not saying my problems are worse, but they're still important.
And I get that. Everyone has their issues, but the way you've treated Jenna shows that you've prioritized your feelings over her struggles. That's not right.
I just wanted to be understood. I wanted someone to help me.
You can't expect to be understood when you don't even try to understand others. It's a two-way street.
So what am I supposed to do? Just sit here and accept being bullied?
You need to take responsibility for your actions first. Once you do that, maybe then you can find a way to resolve your issues. But until then, I can't support you.
This is so unfair. You're supposed to be my friend. Hey, how are you? I just wanted to reach out because there's something important I need to tell you. Hey, where are you right now? What? You don't want to see me, do you? The situation has changed. I wasn't aware of this. Your dad's annual income is only $30,000? Oh yeah, that's right. 30,000. That's ridiculous. What on earth is going on? He's not earning nearly enough. How can he support the family with that? Well, that's how it is. He's currently working as a contract employee. He retired 2 years ago and isn't getting his retirement pay yet, so he continues to work for the same company on a 1-year contract. It's impressive, right? I always thought the stories about him not being able to work were true. But your mom refuses to work because she wants to be a stay-at-home mom. You wouldn't know about that, would you? Wait a second. So what am I supposed to do from here on out? Huh? What do you mean? I'm a third-year college student, you know. I still have another year of college to get through. There is no way we can make it on just Dad's income. I can't even begin to understand how he thinks we can survive on such a small amount. How am I supposed to know what to do? Figure it out yourself. I'm the one who's been a NEET, a parasite, and practically thrown out of the house. Maybe it's for the best that I'm not around anymore. But the circumstances are different now. You can't just leave me like this. The circumstances haven't changed. You just didn't know the truth. You've been living in a bubble, and now it's bursting. Please, just support me for 1 more year. I can't afford to drop out of college. No way. 1 year isn't enough to begin with. You're just asking for a handout because you think it's your right. What? Are you kidding me? I'm your sister. I've heard you say some awful things about me and my life choices. I've been the punching bag for all your frustrations, and now you want me to help you out? How does that work? Listen, I am not asking for a lifetime of support. Just 1 more year. I'll do whatever it takes. Just help me out. You really think it's that simple? You think I can just wave a magic wand and make everything okay? You need to take responsibility for your own life. I'm not your safety net anymore. You don't understand. I heard that you came back home because you got pregnant. So I'm assuming you thought I'd be in the way and decided to kick me out, right? That's not the point. But can you still attend school while you're pregnant? You already struggle to keep your grades up. You're going to have a lot on your plate. I doubt you can handle it. I'll do my best, I promise. I can juggle everything. Just give me that 1 year. I'll even beg on my knees if that's what it takes. I really don't want to see my sister begging along with my parents. But if you can actually do it in front of me, then sure, go ahead. Fine, where are you now? I need to know. Italy. Huh? What do you mean, Italy? I'm living in Italy. It's not a joke. Is this some kind of prank? You're kidding, right? I've always admired the movie Roman Holiday. I dreamed of living in Italy for a long time. David and I have been talking about it a lot, and we finally decided to make the move. So you want me to come to Italy just like that? You must be out of your mind. Yeah, why not? You said you'd do anything. There's no way I could do that. Are you crazy? You think I can just pick up and go to Italy without any money or resources? That's insane. It's surprising to be called insane by someone who's acting so foolishly. You said you'd do anything, right? You need to make sacrifices. Try it. How am I supposed to do that with no money? Do you even hear yourself? Maybe you could beg your parents or a friend or an acquaintance. You think begging will solve everything, don't you? You think you can clear up the insults you've hurled at me like that? Then start with the people closest to you. Start from there. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean it. Seriously. Hey, Jenna. Don't act like a sister only when it's convenient for you. You've been bothering David now, showing your true self, and look at you now. What do you think he'll say about you? Aren't you embarrassed to be living like this? Hey, that's so harsh. You didn't have to say that. I'm your sister, for crying out loud. Those are the words you said to me before. I'm just giving them back to you. Oh, I'm sorry. I have no intention of meeting you or our parents either, and I've decided to hold my wedding with David in Italy. My engineering job doesn't require me to be in one place, so I won't be returning to America for a while. Wait, if this goes on, I'll end up dropping out. The money you paid for me will all be wasted. You're ruining my future. No, I've already talked to our parents from the start. They're aware that I expect you to work and pay me back after graduation. You see, it's all been set up. What? You've made arrangements without even telling me? It doesn't matter whether you know or not. The contract is already properly made, and it's a done deal. That was the last thing I wanted to talk about. Make sure to deposit the money properly. I wonder if our parents wanted to keep this from their precious daughter. Everyone's digging their own graves, and it's kind of amusing. We're family, right? You can't just abandon me like this. I believe my family is just David and the child I'm going to give birth to, so I'm going to block you now. Goodbye. Wait, Jenna, you can't just leave me hanging. Jenna, I'm sorry. I'll apologize. Please, don't do this to me. Jenna!
Jenna, I'm almost home. Man, I feel like I'm gonna get lost sometimes in this labyrinth of a place.
Hey, good job on making it back. You'll get used to it soon. Just be careful on your way home, okay?
The people at the Italy branch are all really nice, and the work seems rewarding too. I think I might be getting excited about it.
Oh, that's great to hear. If you're feeling excited, it means the move was definitely worth it. Once you get the hang of everything, it'll all feel like home. Just promise me you'll be careful while you're getting adjusted.
Absolutely. I'll be careful. And I'm looking forward to our new life together. Just the two of us finally living our dream. It's going to be so much fun to explore this beautiful country with you.
Yes, we'll make so many wonderful memories together. Just imagine all the amazing things we'll experience in Italy. I can't wait to start this new chapter with you. As expected, my sister dropped out of university and is now living back at home. It's almost like a scene out of a drama. She went to university with such high hopes and dreams, only to come crashing back down. As for the man she was seeing, it seems he disappeared after she left school. This has left her in quite a tough spot, and I can only imagine the kind of stress she must be under. Currently, she's started working in the nightlife industry. From what I hear, she's desperately trying to make ends meet for the child she's carrying. Working in such a challenging environment can't be easy, especially for someone who was once focused on their education. I'm trying to have some empathy for her, but she made her choices, and now she has to deal with the consequences of those choices. It's a harsh reality, but that's life. On top of that, it appears that my mother has finally felt the urgency of the situation and has started working part-time. However, her job in cleaning is incredibly demanding physically, and she's been struggling every day. I've heard that she often breaks down in tears after a long day at work. It's tough, but I can't help but think about all the years they relied on me without ever truly appreciating my efforts. It's hard for me to feel sympathy for her, and after everything that's happened, but it's clear that she's trying to contribute to the household in some way, however minimal it may be. I've received several messages from them asking for financial assistance, but I can't shake off the resentment I feel. After all, my parents never once apologized or expressed gratitude for what I'd done for them and my sister. David, my fiancé, got really angry about the situation and told them, "Don't ever contact us again." Those words resonated with me deeply. It was time for us to draw a line. And he took a stand for both of us. Since that conversation, my phone notifications have been blissfully peaceful. I've been enjoying the quiet, free from their messages and demands weighing me down. It feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders and I can finally focus on my life and my happiness without the constant reminders of their struggles. I can't express how liberating it feels to be free from that toxicity. I know it might seem harsh to cut them off like this, but I have spent years being the one who supported them emotionally and financially. I was the one always making sacrifices, putting my own life on hold to help them through their difficulties. Now that I'm finally on the path to my own happiness, I refuse to be dragged back into their chaos. It's not fair to me, and I've learned that it's okay to prioritize my own well-being. It's quite liberating, actually. David and I are looking forward to building our life together, and I'm excited about what the future holds for us. We have plans to travel, explore new opportunities, and create memories that I truly cherish. I can't wait to see where our adventures take us, and I feel hopeful for the first time in a long while. I genuinely hope my sister finds a way to manage her new life. Being a mother is no easy task, especially with the added pressure of her current job. I want her to succeed, but I also believe that she needs to face the reality of her choices. Life isn't always fair, and sometimes we have to deal with the consequences of our actions. It's a hard lesson to learn, but it's one that shapes us into who we are. As for my parents, they've made their bed and now they have to lie in it. I've spent too long trying to please them and carry their burdens. I can no longer be the crutch they rely on. Now it's my turn to prioritize my own happiness and future. It's difficult to let go of the guilt that comes with stepping away, but I know it's necessary for my mental health. So, here's to a new chapter in my life. I'm going to embrace it with open arms. I'll be building a new life with David, and I plan to make every moment count. I want to create a home filled with love, laughter, and joy, a place where we can grow together and support each other. This is what I've always wanted, and I finally feel like I'm on the right path. Goodbye, toxic family. It's time to focus on what truly matters and let go of the negativity that has held me back for so long. I'm excited to see what lies ahead, and I know that as long as David and I are together, we can overcome anything. We're a team, and we're ready to take on the world. Here's to our happiness and our journey and our dreams. I can finally breathe freely, knowing that I have made the right decision for myself. I refuse to let guilt or obligation dictate my life any longer. Let's keep moving forward, one step at a time towards a brighter future filled with the possibilities and love. I've learned that life is too short to hold on to toxic relationships that drain our energy and spirit. It's okay to walk away to prioritize our own well-being and to seek out the joy and fulfillment we deserve. I'm embracing this newfound freedom with open arms, and I am ready to explore everything that life has to offer. This is just the beginning of an exciting new journey. I'm filled with hope and optimism for what's to come, and I'm eager to see how my life unfolds. With David by my side, I know we can tackle any challenges that come our way. We'll face them together, growing stronger as a couple and as individuals. So here's to new beginnings, to laughter, love, and endless possibilities. I'm ready to write the next chapter of my life, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. Goodbye, toxic family. Hello, happiness. Why did I have to give birth to such an ugly-looking daughter? Just the sight of your face alone causes me to want to vomit. When your older sister is considered one of the most beautiful women in this city, seeing your disgusting face every day makes me feel so sorry for myself and you.
Say things like that all you want, but I wasn't born into this world wanting this kind of a face. So could you please just stop saying things like that about me now? Can't you tell that it's all hurting me to hear that?
What was that? Are you saying that I'm in the wrong for saying such things? So after all I ever did raising you to become the woman you are, you don't seem to understand your appreciation for me. If you're saying things like that to me now, then I should have never taken such care of an ugly child like you. Now I really do feel sorry for myself.
Say what you want to.
Anyway, you are about to graduate from middle school very soon here. But someone as ugly as yourself doesn't have the value to move on to high school or anything like that. I'm going to send you away to go and work on a farm out in the middle of nowhere, and there you can make me back the money I had wasted on you all these years.
What? Are you serious about that?
Well, of course I'm serious about this. I want you to take another good look at yourself in the mirror right now. Just be happy that with a face like that, there is a farm that is willing to take a child like you to work. And then with that, you will no longer be a part of this family. So don't you ever come around any one of us ever again with that ugly face of yours.
No way. How dare you do that to me?
Shut your mouth and get ready to go.
So what you're saying is that I'll be working on that farm forever then? I'm going to become the daughter of some farmer out there pretty much? In other words, I'm just a useless child to you or something?
Ah, for someone as ugly as you need to stop it with all of those damn questions. I already made my feelings very clear to you. You really have such a hard time understanding context, don't you? The only way someone who can't study well and can't play sports will ever survive is by making money doing the worst jobs ever. So you go to that farm and you stay there for the rest of your life working in the mud, since that's the only thing good for you.
I see. All right, Mom. I'll try my best there.
And just remember to send me all of the money you make every month as a way of saying thanks to me for giving birth to and raising you.
You want all of my income then? But if you take all of my money, then how will I be able to support myself?
You think I give a damn about how you live? Oh, you are no longer my child anymore, so go ask someone else. And as for most of your things, I've already packed them in some trash bags and tossed them out of the house and into the front yard. If you want to take them all with you, go out, pick them all up before you leave this house.
You can't be serious. You're telling me that you just tossed everything outside? You can't seriously be doing all of this to me.
You will no longer have to come back to this house ever again, starting today. Also, in another hour, that farmer I was telling you you'd be working for will be here to pick you up and take you away. I had to make sure all your things were packed up in time for that. Now you hurry up and get yourself ready to go, because if you miss your chance, you'll be living on the streets instead. And just know that if the farmer says one day that he no longer needs you, you won't be welcome back into this house.
How can you do all of this so suddenly? I haven't even had a chance to say goodbye to all of my friends. You're so mean.
How am I mean when I went out of my way finding a place that would be willing to hire a high school dropout like you and house you? I would like it if you started to thank me for all of that right now. Now, there is not another thing that I have to talk with you about. So get yourself ready to work your ugly ass off at that farm forever. And if you choose not to do that, or the farmer doesn't want you anymore, you'll be on the streets for the rest of your life living in poverty. And I will not give one crap about you then either.
I understand that now. Then, this really does mean that you and I are no longer mother and daughter, and I'm going to become the daughter of that farmer when he comes here to get me, right?
That's what I've been saying to you this whole time. I'm not going to continue repeating myself to you like this again and again.
All right, Mom. Thank you for everything you've done until now.
I was kind of wondering why you had never come back to the house, but then I was told that you'd been sold off by Mom to some farmer. I'm laughing my butt off right now for that. I'm laughing so hard right now that my abs are starting to really hurt even. I see. I can't believe this happened. It must be so tough being that ugly.
Madeline? You're only realizing that I've been gone now? I've been away from home for weeks now, and it took you this long to notice?
Well, come on now. It's not like I ever cared about an ugly girl like you around here. To be frank, I always wondered why you hadn't just killed yourself yet when there's no reason for someone like you to still be alive. I started to realize these past few weeks that things at home had become so much better for the rest of us. I went and asked Mom why that was, and when I asked her, she told me it's probably because the ugly gremlin is no longer with us. That's right. She was right on the money about that.
I see. I'm so happy that you both are doing much better now without me. Now, are you just taking the time to text me now because you want to show me how much you've hated me? Or is it because the one person you could take all of your anger out on is no longer living with you anymore? So you've had to resort to making fun of them over text. Is that why you're wasting my time right now?
Well, that's also part of the reason why. It really does kind of suck that I'll no longer be able to use you as my punching bag anymore, though. But you know what? I was a lot more stressed having you living in the same house as me because I couldn't stand the fact that I had to be around someone so ugly. So not having you around anymore is a whole lot better for me. If anything, I feel so relaxed now that I don't even need a punching bag anymore.
Is that so?
By the way, have you still not been paid yet? I hear that there's still been no money coming from you yet, and that's starting to make Mom a little bit upset because she's really looking forward to it.
Have I been paid yet? I've only been working a couple of weeks here, and I was told by my boss that there's no need for me to send any of the money home to you guys, so you won't be seeing any in her bank account.
I hear what you're saying, but I also heard what Mom said. She said to me that the boss had said to her before that she was able to make the deal to send you over there. He said that he'd be willing to take you and put you to work, and Mom told him to make sure not to pay you a lot as a way of punishing you for being so ugly. Remember that the farmer pretty much bought you for $100 from Mom, right? He said he normally would never do that for anyone, but considering how much Mom begged him to take you away and put you to work, he was able to put a price on your head.
Right. I heard a little bit about all of that. And just like Mom had asked of my boss, he's not paying me much of anything at all, which means you guys won't be getting any money from me. I even told the boss about how Mom was still expecting me to send him money, which he got upset about because she already told him not to pay me. He then tried to get in touch with Mom about it, but she told him the same thing she said before to him about not having to pay me.
But you see, you still need to be paid a little and send that to us because of the money that Mom and Dad wasted on raising you, right? That's why Mom is a bit confused as to why you haven't sent her anything yet.
But then, why doesn't she tell the boss to pay me like everyone else in his farm instead of telling two different stories? Also, in the past, it was always you that Mom would pay for and never ever me. The only things I ever got were hand-me-downs from you and Mom, and whenever I did need something badly, I had to ask friends for them. My past was really tough with all of you because of that. Of course I was never going to complain though, since I was the one still being cared for by Mom and Dad.
Well, of course you never complained, because it was Mom and Dad who were letting you live. But you were still being fed with food they spent money on, so you'd better be thankful for that and ready to pay Mom back.
But remember, I was never loved by Mom. She really wanted to have a son, but instead gave birth to an ugly daughter like me. And ever since then, she never treated me like her own, always punishing me for something I never had any control over. It's really hard to ask me to thank Mom and Dad for a life like that, when it wasn't at all what I asked for.
There was no helping all of that, though. You're to blame for all of it. Mom was praying for a little boy, but ended up with a girl like you. And even though her first daughter was so beautiful, she ended up having a disgusting-looking younger daughter. Do you have any idea how much you disappointed Mom by being born like that? But she had no other choice but to feed and raise you, having already given birth to you. You need to show your appreciation for all of that now.
I suppose she did pay for a lot of the food I needed in order to stay alive under her care. But I was also forced to do all of the chores that you never ever did. And when Mom was in a bad mood, even if I did everything I was asked to do, she'd still beat me anyway. I was then forced to hide all of the bruises on my body and hope that nobody saw them when I was at school. That was all more than enough to pay her back for the food, right?
What are you talking about? What have you been thinking about while working out in the fields? I don't ever remember you saying anything about those kinds of things before because you were so much weaker, right? You are far too ugly to be talking like you know better than us, so how about you cut that talk out right now?
I get it. I'm ugly. But even if I am, I should still have basic human rights, right? I was beaten up all the time by the both of you, punching me and kicking me all day long. And from there, I'm now being forced to work on a farm for the rest of my life, while Mom expects to get money from me as she squeezes me dry. I'm not some sort of livestock, though.
Oh my God. I can't believe I just got to hear someone ugly telling me they're not some kind of livestock. That's something I wish I could have heard from you in person. You said all of that with a lot of force just then. Such a sad thing coming from someone so ugly, though.
You really have been like that all this time, Madeline. And even now, you're going to pick on and pester me like I'm less than human. Sure, you were born all pretty and everything. And sure, Mom and Dad loved putting all of their money into you over me. All while you had to sit there and harass me with the both of them telling you it was okay to. But you still weren't full of all that yet, and have come back at me again to make even more fun of my looks? What don't you have in your life that you want so badly from me?
What? I never said that I'm missing out on something you have. Things have just become a lot more quiet here at home ever since you were sold off like that. And so while I have this free time, I thought it would be fun to just pick on you a little. And also, I don't have a ton of money right now, so I've been thinking of ways to get more recently. All of the other girls around me have these really high-end bags now. It makes me so jealous seeing them all happy, while my bag is getting older and older as the days go by.
I can't believe you have the ability to say all of that without even feeling a little bit ashamed. I guess you and I really did grow up in completely different worlds from one another, even though we had the same parents and lived under the same roof.
Hilarious. Talking about how you and I have been living in totally different worlds. I never realized that you noticed all of that. While I was going to school and have always been this super popular girl, you became this outlier who nobody ever wanted to become friends with, right? And even though you had no friends, you never were able to study much either. And that's why everyone assumed there really was no future for you at all. Especially Mom and I.
That's because I never had time to study anything. The moment I'd get home from school, I'd be forced to start doing all of the chores. And then when Mom would come home, she'd make me do even more work for her. And by the time I had finished all that crap, there was no time left for me to do homework and study.
And when you started to realize that it sucked for you to be home, you stopped coming back after school. Then that led to Mom really getting pissed off at you and teaching you a lesson, right? And then she forced you to stay awake all night until you did finish your chores and her work.
At first, I thought you never realized any of that going on between her and I. But you did know everything about it, yet still never said a thing.
Because why would I say anything against something I actually enjoyed watching all the time? And remember that things like cleaning and doing other work is your job as an ugly woman, right? I knew very well that what you were going through had nothing to do with me.
I see. And I've had some time to really think about everything now, and me being able to leave that house was the best thing ever. So, could you stop talking to me forever now?
You don't have to tell me that twice, because I don't want anything else to do with your disgusting ass now. This is me cutting ties to you now, by the way. There's no reason for me to stay in contact with a little sister who won't even send us her money. So don't you ever come around us ever again, please.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Sarah, I hear that you've become one of the top performing farmers in the country. I got a message about that from your boss the other day. How amazing is that? I am very proud of you and what you've accomplished there.
What? Who is this?
What are you saying right now? This is me, your own mother. It's been such a long time since we last talked, right, Sarah? I'm so happy to see that you're doing so well out there on that farm still. I guess I really did a great job of raising you then, and you did a very good job yourself working out there like no other.
My mother? I'm sorry, but my mother is the boss's wife, and she told me she only ever calls when she wants to talk. She's been the one who has raised me the most after all these years, and helped make me into not only a good farmer, but a great woman as well. Because of her ability to not only be strict, but also understanding of me, I was able to become a very successful farmer and one of the best in the U.S. That is all because of her and her husband, who I call my father now as well.
What are you going on about right now? Your real mother, the one who went through all of that pain, carrying you around in her belly and giving birth to you, was me. To think that somewhere like a farm would be the place where you'd finally be able to shine and become someone outstanding. Back in the day, I never expected such things from you.
None of that has anything to do with me being talented or anything like that. I was just taught by my mom and dad how to perform at my best when going out to do work, and that's what got me to where I am today. And even if some of this were due to talent, that talent was obtained from none other than my boss and his wife. They were the ones who watched over me for the past 15 years and helped me hone my skills. And I was always told not to ever give up, no matter what. Had it never been for what they'd done for me, I wouldn't be sitting in the position I am now.
Oh my goodness, I really did have the wrong idea of you. To think you've even become so confident now that you can say such things as that about yourself. Now you are much more successful than back in the day and are someone I can surely brag about, almost like you've become me in a way.
I have quite literally no idea what you're talking about right now. I'll say this one last time for you. My mother is not you, but rather the farmer's wife who has raised me for 15 years now. I'm not sure what all you may have heard about her from me, or about me myself, but I have nothing to do with you now and never will again.
I don't ever remember raising a child that would ever say such heartless things like that to me. I think the way you're acting right now is not okay whatsoever. Are you telling me that you have no appreciation towards your real parents anymore?
Would you please cut it out with that BS right now for me? Whatever happened to people being a little bit modest? Because people like them would never ask others what happened to the appreciation they should have for one another. All you should be saying is that you are happy to see me in good health and nothing more. Thank you for checking up on me. Now, I have a lot going on as a successful farmer, so I must get going now.
Why are you being so distant with me right now? I am your actual mother of all people, and it should be all because of me that you have become such a wonderful woman now, right? Therefore, it doesn't have to be much, but could you please send me some money?
Wow. I kind of figured that's what all of this was going to be about. I knew that you would never get in touch with me again, unless there was going to be something in it for you. Allow me to be very upfront with you on this. No. You said it yourself long ago that you were cutting ties to me forever, which means that you are in no place at all now to be asking me for some of my money.
Don't say such things as that to me. I have finally come around to realizing a lot of things, all right? I should have been treating you the best all that time instead of your older sister. I really do regret never giving you the chance to shine at all back then, all because I found you a bit too ugly for my taste.
What kind of bullshit is all of that right there? For someone that physically and verbally abused me for years and years, the only reason you'd be saying things like that about me now is because something ended up happening to your beautiful little Madeline, right? I know what's going on here, and I will not be fooled by you.
For someone in your position, you shouldn't be speaking to me like that, right? But look, I am very surprised by what I've seen. My cute little girl being so absorbed into a male whore like that. And now she's left us with nothing but debt because of the amount she spent on him. She left us all in debt and ran off somewhere to disappear with that man. Even if I tried going out to look for her, I never would be able to track her down.
Oh, is that right? How about you start asking around, and I'm sure someone will be able to give you some leads. Just say that your daughter was kidnapped by a male prostitute, and I'm sure you'll be able to find them. But you asking me to help you with all of that isn't going to get you anywhere.
There is no way you should be taking all of this as though you have nothing to do with it. You are family to us and the only person I can count on for help. You're one of the most successful farmers in the U.S., right? That must mean you have all sorts of money that you have no clue what to do with.
And even if I did have that kind of money on me, it wouldn't be meant for someone like you. And I sure wouldn't be wasting any of it paying off the debts of some dumbass woman who used to use me as her punching bag back in the day. Remember? She is the one you went and raised her whole entire life. So that makes her current actions your responsibility, right? You were the one that should have taught her about things like ethics and how to handle money, but you never did. Therefore, you're not going to have to deal with the outcomes of your mistakes, not me. I, just like you guys, have cut ties to you all, which means none of your family problems have anything to do with me.
Please don't say things like that to me. You have a lot of money, right? Enough to at least help your parents get out of this mess. So please, use some of that to save us now so that we can appreciate you for what you've done afterwards. I'm going to be destroyed by this debt if nobody comes to help us, okay?
Then how about you get crushed by that debt and learn the mistakes of all your actions? That's kind of the point of things like crippling debt. It's meant to teach those who have been far too irresponsible a lesson on life. And it is not something you should be looking to others to help you with. Not at all. With that all happening due to your lack of good parenting in the past, you need to accept the outcome and stop trying to fight it.
But I wasn't the one who got into all of this debt.
But you're the one who spoiled the girl too much and led her down the path of getting into debt like that, right? That's the kind of thing that happens when you don't do your job as a parent correctly. You should have taught her about how getting into debt is a bad thing, and if you do have to pay it all off as soon as you can before spending more. But you never taught Madeline how hard it is to pay off things like debt, nor did you tell her how to take care of herself properly. So all she was able to take away from her childhood was that anytime she got into financial trouble, you or Dad would be there to take care of it for her.
Even if you say that to me, look, I didn't think things would end up like this.
And now that she's gone and really gotten into some debt, you will have to deal with it for her. The only kinds of families I'll be willing to send my money to are those who are really in bad situations. Like those where both the parents have done all they can to fight back their debt, but outside conditions continue to hold them back. Or they've been met by some kind of natural disaster and have no money to rebound from the effects. Those are the families I really want to help out with my money. But when it comes to a family like yours, where you only ever think about yourself and your pretty daughter, and spoil her to the point she doesn't even understand debt, setting you on the path towards self-destruction, I have no money that will go towards saving you at all.
Please do not say that about us. Please, Sarah, I'm in a lot of trouble now. I will apologize to you for everything I've done in the past.
If you really are in need of some help, then cry out to the world asking for it, instead of trying to beg your victims for their hard-earned money. I have cut ties to you all now, so don't even try getting back in touch with me after this. To be honest, greedy and self-centered people like you are best getting a taste of what hell is like now, so that you may prepare for your future. You never are going to get my help, so please shut the hell up about it. After all of that conversation was ended, I went ahead and blocked her number and made sure to delete her contact information from my phone. And since then, I have no clue about what really ended up happening to her or her husband. And when it comes to my sister, Madeline, well, let's just say that she's a completely different story. I hadn't actually blocked her since the last time we talked, and so after 15 years, she was texting me again about wanting to know where I was living so that she could bring her fiancé along and introduce him to me. However, having already spoken with my mom and knowing that she wasn't actually going to get married to him after they ran from everyone and were trying to hide from their debt, I told my sister what I really knew was going on, and she never sent me another message again. And just like that, I think that Madeline lost the chance she thought she had at finding somewhere safe to hide and live, and will be on the road forever. As for what my boss and his wife did, in order to get the last laugh in all of this, they went ahead and sent her one last message thanking her for sending them her daughter. Of course, this really upset her because she knew that she was being picked on by someone else for once, and exploded sending them these massive texts about how she wanted me back and all of that. But instead of sending her a reply, they just blocked her. As for myself, just knowing that both my mom and my sister would be going through even more hell now after all they'd done to myself and each other, I felt really good, like a ton of weight had been lifted off me. Now, I'm going to head back to the life I've been living for the past 15 years, of helping out my boss and everyone by making this new plantation he helped me buy even more profitable than it had already been. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. And we look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Mara, what are you doing? Why did you think it was such a good idea to punch someone like me in that way? All I was doing was coming over to your place for the first time with Adam to see you face to face and talk to you about us getting married. Why? You're asking me why I'd do something like that to you? Oh, that's because someone, I mean you, was trespassing in my house behind my son, so of course I had every right using violence against you. I have no husband to protect me anymore, so I had to fend for myself and make sure you weren't going to cause any problems. Also, I want you to stop talking to me like I'm someone you know, all right? Even having to think of you as being someone who's a part of my family makes me feel sick to my stomach. So, Mara, are you really that opposed to me getting married to your son, Adam? When we talked over the phone before, you never acted like you hated me in any way or that you were upset about me being with him. You know for a fact that I oppose it now. Back then when we talked, I didn't know enough about you, but now? Who would ever want their son to marry a used-up whore? So you're not happy about the fact that this will be my second time getting married then? Yes. I'm sure that this time will be the same as the last. You'll become bored of Adam and leave him just like your last husband to go and find someone new to be your husband, right? After all, you are the type of whore that can never last with a single man and must always go out to find yourself a new one. That wasn't the reason for me having to leave my last husband, though. So how about instead of punching someone first, you listen to what they have to say to you about the person they are? I'm not going to waste my time listening to whatever useless spiel you have saved up to try and fool me. I already learned everything I needed to know about you. And that is that you are a woman loaded with problems that I will not let my son be exposed to. I'm sure you're the one responsible for your husband having to leave you last time, right? Why do you feel as though you already know everything about me already? I am a pro at judging other women and their life stories just by looking at them. And also, when it comes to you, you're not even working a proper job, right? No, I'm working a proper job. I just don't have to leave my house if I don't want to work. You must know that my son is in the middle of finding himself a job, right? Are you working a job right now that'll allow you to take care of him while he's out searching for a new job? As of right now, I'm the one supporting the two of us. I know that. And you're only doing that because my son is putting his best foot forward in finding the perfect job for himself. Do you think that because you're the only one with a job right now that you are better than Adam? No, I don't think that at all about myself. I find it pretty rare that a son's mother would be totally fine with his wife supporting him. Well, we're not going to talk any further about something like that. I'm not actually okay with you supporting him as his wife, and I don't want you married to him at all. I will never let my son be with a woman who's already used up and has nothing left to give. If me punching you has opened your eyes to that fact, then never come around me and my family ever again, you whore. You're not regretting your actions at all, are you? You think I'd regret punching you? I found it quite pleasing hitting a used-up hag like you.
Hey, Liz, can you please stop getting so worked up over what happened? My mom has always been that kind of woman. So, you know...
You're asking me not to be worked up over something as serious as what happened? What the hell do you mean she's just that kind of person, Adam? I was punched by your mom. Are you telling me she acts like that towards all kind of people then? Not just me?
That's not what I meant. No, I get that she hit you. I totally get that it probably hurt a bit. But, well, you wouldn't want to ruin things between us, would you? So please, just forgive her for what she did to you. I'm sure it'll never happen again. And that she'll get used to me being with you very soon.
Why am I supposed to be the one forgiving her for something like that when she's going to do that again at any time? I was the one that got assaulted by that woman. Are you not worried at all about how I feel right now?
What? No. Of course I'm really worried about you, Liz. I'm also sure that you are very shocked by what happened. So I wanted to come and calm you down a little. I'm not asking you to let her get away with something like that, all right?
This isn't even about me being shocked by what she did, though. This is about how she wouldn't even give me a chance by listening to what I had to say and just resorted to violence right off the bat. I feel I might have to tell the police about what happened between her and I.
Why do you think you need to do something as unnecessary as that? Telling the police? I don't think that'll help our situation any. I think you're just taking things a little too far by doing that. You're not actually gonna talk to the police about what my mom did, right?
You think that would be me taking this way too far? What the heck are you even going on about, Adam? I was just punched by your mother when I came into her house with you. And you're going to say that wasn't her taking things way too far? Adam, are you actually on your mom's side in all of this? Because that's really what you're making this look like right now.
I'm not on anyone's side right now, Liz. But
Hold up, you should be on my side right now, Adam. You saw me get punched by your mom for no reason at all. Also, right now, your mom thinks that I'm some kind of used-up whore for some reason. Why did you not step in and try to clear things up with her about that?
what? Well, hold on, Liz. She's not wrong when she says that.
You don't think her calling me a whore is wrong? What the actual frick, Adam?
Well, you have been with another man before me, right? I forgot what the reason was for you and your ex getting a divorce and all, but
Is that right? I am completely shocked right now. What you just said to me, I think I'm going to have to call this marriage thing with you off, Adam. You don't even seem to know a thing about me still, and we've been together for years now.
Huh? What? Call our marriage off? You'd never do that to me, right? Hold your horses now, Liz. Why do you think you have to end things with me right now? I understand that I might not be the best pillar of support for you at times, but even still...
I'm sorry, but this just isn't going to work for me anymore. The way you think of me, it's just not something I'm going to accept from someone who I'd make my husband. I'm going to go talk to the police about what your mom did, and then I'm going to throw away the marriage forms we had filled out.
Why? Why are you going to do that?
I can see that you're only thinking about yourself right now, and I'm not having any of that. I'm sure you don't see things that way, but it's the truth.
But even if we're not going to be engaged to one another anymore, you still love me as your boyfriend, right? You just want to see how things will pan out for a little bit here. And you'll still be my girlfriend, right?
Nope. You and I are breaking up.
Huh? Wait a second, Liz. I'm not gonna allow you to leave me like that. Why do you think you have to break up with me?
Because you are a self-centered loser who doesn't care about how I feel anymore. I'm sure the only reason you still even want to be with me now is because without me, you'd never be able to join my company, right?
No, it's not just that.
I already get it now. I get what you and your mom are about, and I'm not sticking around for it. Goodbye forever now.
Hold on for just a second.
Mara, I'm no longer going to be getting married to Adam now. I just thought it'd be kind of me to let you know that this is the way things have ended up. Great! Hearing from you that you're going to do that makes me very happy. I don't have to worry myself too much anymore thinking about how a whore like you could have been a part of my family. So now, be aware that you are never allowed anywhere near my family ever again. And of course, that also means no more meeting with Adam anymore, all right? All right. Since even you're asking that from me now, then I'm definitely not ever going to go around Adam again. And if you try to get Adam to do anything to me, I'll make you pay for it. He is a kind man, after all, and if he was to side with you after this, I'd have a really hard choice to make. Of course, I'm not going to do anything to get him to go against you. I'm not going to even talk to Adam anymore. I will hold true to my promise that he and I are through, and I will not be talking with any of you anymore. It's great to see that a whore like you at least has somewhat of a head on your shoulders. I'm happy to see that. But Liz, do remember that I really hate women that don't know how to treat their man right. When it comes to me, before my husband passed away, I spent every second of my life devoting myself to him and only him. So seeing someone like you who finds it fun to sleep around with all kinds of men and move from one to another looking for marriage as a totally disgusting thing. Why are you starting to say that I sleep around with other men now as well? You happened to be divorced by your last husband, so I'm aware of what the reason for that was for. He divorced you because you were sleeping with other men, right? And so I'm never going to let my important little man be in the arms of someone as unfaithful as you. You don't have to worry yourself with me anymore. I was never planning on marrying Adam for what little money he has or anything like that anyway. Now just remember, Mara, that after this, even if you try once to sway me back into marrying Adam, it's not happening. And you're not going to regret me not wanting to marry him anymore, right? Why do you think I'd ever regret him not ending up with you? I'm so happy to see you leaving that I might be grinning for days. From here on out, I'm going to help him find a proper woman to be married to. Someone who's never been married before and is willing to give everything for Adam. Is that right? Well then, good luck finding a woman for him like that. Goodbye forever, you disgusting loser.
Mom, this is all your fault, Mom. Why did you end up having to punch Liz like that?
I'm so sorry, Adam. That was a complete shock for all of us. But listen, Adam, I did all that for the sake of protecting you, all right? I know for a fact that there are better women in this world who are a lot better for you.
All you did was cause bigger problems for me. It's all because of you, Mom, that my future is ruined.
Adam? Did you really want to marry her that badly that you blame me for something like that? That whore was not right for you. You are supposed to be married to a much more faithful and gorgeous-looking woman. And before we go looking for a woman like that, we need to get you a job. Let me ask some of my friends for you about jobs in town.
There were plans for me to be hired into the company that Liz owns.
Huh? Liz has her own company?
Yes. Liz is the CEO of her own company. And it's not just any old company, but one that's been on TV plenty of times now because it's so famous. Right now, her company is making huge profits every year, and at the rate it's going, it'll be one of the largest and most well-known companies of all time.
What? That woman? That woman has a company like that?
How hard do you think I've been trying to make things work with her in order to get myself a job within that company? She's a beautiful woman, and has been on tons of magazines and in all kinds of shows on TV. I was finally going to be able to marry a woman like her, and then be hired into that company of hers. Then I would have never had to worry or complain about life again.
I'm sorry, Adam. I didn't know anything about all of that at the time.
And also, Mom, I have a feeling that you're getting pretty close to using all of Dad's money up by now, right? Had I been able to get into that company of Liz's, I would have been able to send you money each month. Well, now you've gone and ruined both our lives.
Had I known about all of this, I would have never yelled at her or hit her. Why did you never tell your mom about the fact that she owns a really outstanding company or that she was going to hire you?
You think I could tell you that she'd be the one getting me a job?
Hey now, I wouldn't have thought anything of that, Adam.
Well, for right now, all of this is your fault, and I don't think it'll ever not be your fault. Liz has also said that she's going to tell the police about what you did to her. She has a lot of lawyers under her already, ready to help her. So I advise you to get ready for that.
Hey, who are you sided with right now, Adam? To me, it seems you care about her more than your own mother.
I'm on nobody's side right now, Mom. I was really trying to help you by telling Liz not to worry so much about you. But what you did last time was taking things too far, and that's why this is all happening to us. Not only has she broken up with me, but she's also having me leave her penthouse now. I don't have a home anymore, Mom, all because you couldn't control your childish behavior.
Well, you can always come back and live here with me. How does that sound to you? You can come back to your mama and we can both live together again, like old times.
Are you freaking joking, Mom? You think me coming back to you is going to change anything? I know that you don't even care about what I want. Because no matter who I get married to, you'll feel lonely because I'll have my own woman and get jealous again.
I don't ever feel lonely and jealous. I really just want for you to be happy, Adam.
You liar! All you've done so far is ruin any chance of happiness I was ever going to have. I don't want to even talk with you anymore. Mom, I'm cutting all ties with you.
You do that to me? Wait a second, Adam.
Don't you ever try calling or texting me again, all right?
Hey, Liz, I really messed up a lot this time. I never even knew that you had yourself your own company, and a very respectable one at that. So I'm asking you, please get married to Adam for me. Nope, it's not happening. Why not? I'm trying to apologize to you right now after what happened. You can go ahead and tell the police about everything I did to you, all right? That's totally fine. But I'll only let you do that if you go ahead and marry Adam, please. You must have heard all about this from Adam, then. That because of you, we are no longer getting married and he's upset about it? That boy is a jerk for yelling at me like that. Adam is supposed to be a perfect little man to his mother. Well, if he's such a perfect little man to his mother, then he should also be able to find another woman to marry him, right? Wouldn't it be just embarrassing for him to have to marry a used-up whore like me when he's so amazing? I've come to learn that Adam is the only one meant for you, Liz. If he's not able to marry you in the end, then he's really going to go ahead with cutting ties to me. So please, Liz, please just get married to Adam for me like you always wanted. Just a few hours ago, you had sworn to me something, right? That no matter what happened after we talked, I wouldn't be marrying Adam and you wouldn't regret it, right? Wait, you can go ahead and forget about all that. You want to go back on something we swore? Mara, you called me a used-up whore because I ended up getting a divorce from the last man I married. Yet now, after all the crap you'd done and said to me, you want to go back on all you said just to make sure you're not the one coming out on the bottom? No? I'm going to follow through with what I swore on. I mean, I'm a good person after all, so I don't mind never having to think about marrying him again. And just as you've been told by Adam, I'm going to tell the police about you hitting me. I believe now is the best time of all times to start looking for a lawyer who can help you reduce the settlement you'll have to pay me. Why is everything all falling in around me? Well, the reason for that is simple. You judged my character way too soon before giving me a chance and then punched me for it. I did not judge you too soon, Liz, and there are plenty of reasons as for why I thought you were a total waste for him. I mean, you were the one that cheated on your last husband, and that's why he divorced you, right? That's a fact. I had every right to not want my son marrying someone who thought it was okay to cheat when they were married. I have never once in my life cheated on my partner. Then why did he divorce you? It's always been the woman at fault when there's a divorce at stake. To tell you the truth, we never even got a divorce the way you might think. Huh? Then you're telling me that even now you have relations with your ex? You are a whore! No matter how you think of it now, you are the most disgusting woman on this planet. One might even call you a witch for that. My husband passed away 5 years ago due to unfortunate causes. Huh? I never ever cheated on him, nor did he and I ever get a divorce. We both loved one another to the very end, and I still love him to this day. He was not only my husband either, as he helped me with my company a ton, and I thought of him as one of my best business partners. Is that so? Well, I never knew about that. I know that, Mara. And neither did Adam know a thing about that. And that's why the two of you just assumed I had gotten a divorce or something back then. Adam never would listen to the whole story I'd tell him, as he'd always nod off halfway through. And in your case, you never even gave me the chance to tell you. But listen, Liz, I'm on your side now, right? I myself had my husband pass away a little while ago, so I completely sympathize with how you feel right now. I promise that whatever I had said to you before, I take it back and never speak of it again. I don't care about that. The fact that you treated me like total crap and even went as far as hitting me over not liking who you thought I was will never go away. I'm going through with what I told both of you, and that's telling the police about you and breaking up with Adam. Hey now, please! I really did some bad things to you, Liz, but I've learned my lesson now and will never judge you like that again. And you should be learning your lesson after something like this. Are you really never going to find a way to forgive me and let this all go? At this point, it's not about me forgiving you or not forgiving you. You did something you were not supposed to do, no matter the situation, and I'm afraid you might do it again someday. Well, do you even have evidence of me punching you like you said? Excuse me? I'm asking if you even have any evidence of me hitting you like you keep saying I did. No, wait. Repeat that one more time for me, Mara. You said you're going to tell the police about this, right? But I've never once punched you at any point in my life. Mara, is this your attempt at trying to run away from things then? Well, I guess I can't do anything to stop you. I mean, your son is going to pay for this all just as much as you, but you're still only thinking about yourself in the end? I'm asking you to show me what evidence you have of me ever punching you at any time. You must have something, right? You don't? Well then, perhaps it's time you stopped trying to threaten me with such BS. Dang, you really got me this time, Mara. I'm going to assume you saying you learned your lesson was all just a lie to try and save your own skin? Oh, I have learned my lesson, Liz. I should have listened to you a bit more to learn that your husband is in fact dead and you never cheated on him. But I'm not going to sit here and feel sorry over something I never did to you. Well, Mara, when you have to show up to the courtroom and you still act like a smartass, you'll find that there will be nobody there who is willing to listen to your crap. Is that really what you want to do? You really want to keep acting that way, only increasing the amount of repercussions there will be for yourself? The only problem that's occurring right now is you trying to sue me for something I never did. I want you to send me, right now, the evidence you have of me punching you. All right, then. Take a look at this video for me. Wait a second. What is that? You were taking a video of that? Actually, my company specializes in selling security and recording goods used for people that want to avoid being falsely accused of anything in the future, or to help them win court cases. And a lot of the things we make happen to be accessories that have small cameras and microphones in them for instances like these. We also dabble in drive recorders and things like that for cars, but our specialty are things much more personal. What? I have footage of you verbally assaulting me at first, all the way to you physically assaulting me. And I also have the audio from that, so everyone in the courtroom will be able to witness it all unfold. But hold on, you said you never laid a finger on me, right? No, this is all made up. This is all fake. Go ahead and claim that, but just know your last effort to try and get away has failed. Isn't this camera amazing? I'd love for you to buy one yourself and give it a try sometime. What is wrong with you? Well then, Mara, I'll be seeing you in court the next time we speak. And I'm now raising the amount I'll ask for in the settlement after what you just tried pulling there. Why? Why are you doing this? I really hope that after the court case you learn a valuable lesson. Please and thank you. Well, this was all a bunch of fun, right? You almost had me in the first half there, but that punch and your mama's boy son really sealed the deal in making me hate the both of you. That was a close one. Hey, I really am sorry for what happened. I understand that it's really hard to go through life after losing your loved one like that. That's why I always hate hearing these stories about other people leaving the people they thought they loved because one of them cheated. Why do they get to keep their partners and take them for granted, but not us, right? I almost sort of understand what you mean there, but that's not a good enough reason for calling me such horrible things and then punching me. You know that, right? No matter how much you try and get me to feel bad for you or apologize to me, I'm not going to forgive you. Is there really no way for me to show you that I'm really sorry? I'm asking you to please listen to me. If you let me talk about myself a little more, I'm sure you'll understand how I was feeling then. Stop it with all that sobbing, would you? I don't care to listen to your useless sob story and waste all my time. After that, I went ahead and blocked Mara's number and everything. Adam tried relentlessly to get me to rethink what I was doing, but I cannot trust him anymore as the person he is, and so I totally ignored him. I kicked Adam out of my penthouse, and then I myself moved out of there into a smaller home more fit for a single woman like me. A little while after that, there was a court case against Mara, and like I said to her, it was all an easy win for me. She really tried her hardest to use the fact that her husband had died as a way to make her look as though the stress that caused her to hit me was not her fault, but nobody bought that. And it didn't help that I showed the jury screenshots of what she had said to me about having not even punched me in the first place, which only helped dig her an even deeper hole to end up in. By the time she realized that everyone in the courtroom had heard enough of her sob story and BS, she sat down and all the life in her face just drained away. I was able to get a lot of money from her in the settlement, and will be waiting for that money to come to me. Adam has totally cut ties to his mom now, and whenever she tries to get a hold of him or go out to find him, he never responds to her. There are even rumors going around now that Mara is so lonely not having anyone around her anymore that she'll try stalking Adam to see where he goes next. When it comes to what Adam is doing now, he still was never able to find himself a job, and so he was forced to leave town and start working out in the countryside. With the loss of everyone she thought was close to her, and with most of her husband's money being used up now, I really wonder what Mara's doing with herself now. As for what's happened to myself, I've become a little turned away from the thought of marriage and have now been putting a lot of my time into the work I do within my company. Even now, my company is making bank, and I'm working to only expand the company even more for the sake of ramping up production. And until I find myself another man who I think is actually worthy of my time, I'm going to keep treating my work as though it's my partner. And I'll keep doing this all with the thought of my deceased husband being right beside me.